I am Bagel Cat Lord the First. Today we'll be looking at the chemistry of Minecraft's nether. But first, geography time! Okay, that's boring. There are many hypotheses for what the nether is, ranging from a magical underworld hell to an alien cave system teeming with life. But the theory that we're sticking today, despite the developers saying it's not true, which is a bit sad because it just so is the sandwich hypothesis. The name I came up for this theory. This states that the nether is sandwiched between a massive heat source, likely a planetary core, and the overworld. And the thing separating these layers is bedrock. The nether itself is a cavernous world filled with a breathable atmosphere. You know, villagers don't die. Huge lava lakes and large amounts of netherrack and soul sand. And the various biomes of the nether are lava lakes. I know they are called nether waste, but they are basically their own biome. Formed by the nether plates rifting apart. You know, like in Iceland. Next are I believe, in my personal opinion, the basalt deltas are formed by plates colliding underneath a lava lake, cutting off its heat source and forming basaltic mountains and small lava lakes. And the mushroom forests of the nether form near heat sources. Right, with the biomes and the geography done, let's move on to what you were all here for. Next, the chemistry of netherrack is what we'll start with. Now, netherrack is a deep, soft rock that combusts with oxygen in the nether's atmosphere. We can see this as its preferred tool is the pickaxe, so it's a rock, and it's often on fire, which you can see with your eyes, unless they're burnt out by the fire. Alright, so we're going to chuck it in this mass spectrometer slash robot slash thingy. Okay, and now he waits.
Analysis complete. Compound is likely a silicate rock with ferric oxide in its structure.
It's possible that a flammable gas or liquid seeps into the netherrack, but with all this oxygen floating around, the whole nether would explode. And most other iron compounds aren't flammable, so it has to be ferric oxide. Okay, with that bit of chemistry done, let's do some more on the souls of the dead. Right, soul sand and soul soil are brown, loose material. Like netherrack, it also burns, but this time a light blue colour. Ooh, fancy. Right, place it in the X-ray spectrometer.
Analysis complete. Both soil and sand are mixtures of organic compounds produced by decomposed animals and plants that used to inhabit the region, and high amounts of sulfur produced by volcanic activity and decomposition. The sand contains significant amounts of silicon oxide.
Now, let's chuck in some blackstone and basalt.
Blackstone is likely granite made out silicates with sodium and aluminium oxides mixed in. Basalt is made out of silicon oxides and magnesium oxides.
Now, we have done some of the major blocks of the nether. How the hell oxygen is here? I mean, how is it here? This is very strange. Well, now we must look at the Great Mushroom Forest, the culprit to our oxygen thing. You know, why oxygen's in the nether. You know, big problem. I should have called it the oxygen paradox. You know, be cool because, you know, it's a volcanic world and most lava worlds produce carbon dioxide instead of, you know, oxygen. You know, so it would have been cool, but, you know, I didn't plan it well. Oh well. Right. The mushrooms in the mushroom forest convert the carbon dioxide, a water vapor, into heat and glucose by chemosynthesis rather than photosynthesis like in the overworld. Chemosynthesis is actually used by several deep sea plants in our planet. They give rise to delicate ecosystems and food chains. So, in the Crimson Forest, the smaller crimson shrooms, these little sapling things, are eaten by the hoglins, which are then hunted by piglins in turn, who farm them, hunt them, and nay when they die. Warp forests are likely an invasive species from the end, which they're now extinct from. And I know this because there's loads of Endermen there, and Endermen warp between dimensions, and it's likely that they brought some spores to the nether when they warped. And they only sprouted in the nether and not the overworld, because most of the overworld is taken up by tons of plants and animals. But in the dark foliageous netherrack, they could easily take root. But with that done, I have now gone through all the nether biomes and the chemistry of most of nether's blocks. I am not an evolutionary biologist, nor am I a chemist. This is merely a hypothesis. Goodbye. Thanks for watching, by the way. Thanks for 21 subscribers. And eat apples because they taste great.